let's talk about something that might be a little bit tender, especially if you're someone who has always been the anchor in the room or the one who people come to because they're seeking clarity, or maybe you're the one who's grounded, who's wise, who's that steady person. If that's you, listen up, because that is definitely me. I grew up in an environment that was very black and white thinking. And I didn't realize that it was black and white until much later in my life. But there was always right was right, wrong was wrong, good or bad, trustworthy or not. There was no room for differences, so to speak. It's either you were on the side of the groupthink or you were on the outside. There was no room for nothing else. And even as a child, I could feel like, but there's something more, there's something beneath this, right? And I became very black and white thinking because I wanted to say, what about? But every time I did, I got met with resistance. I got met with having to fight, right? And I didn't always want to sit there and fight for this thing. It wasn't the thing that I wanted to stake my claim on. And so I slowly started to just give that up, to just let that go, and to just become part of the group think. Now, it is safer, right, when we go silent. At least that was for me. It was safer for me to stop than to hold that tension, because that tension was uncomfortable for everybody and nobody wanted to feel it, right? In this episode of Rise and Align, I want to dive into this a little bit and give you some things to think about and consider when we're looking at black and white thinking and how to maybe live in that sacred gray. If you are new here, hello, my friend. Welcome to our Rise and Align series here on The Cosmic Mystic. I am Dani Simunis, inner work alchemist, intuitive astrologer, Akashic Records practitioner, and I love to help high achieving spiritual women entrepreneurs who are introverted get out of their own way by doing the deeper soul work so they can actually do the strategies, the things that you know you want to do, and truly embody the next version of you now. And in these Rise and Align episodes, I love to massage the mind, the body, and the soul. And so we're going to start here with this episode with what we always do, which is a little bit of a teach, a little bit of a reframe, and then we're going to go beyond the mind into our breath work, activate our body, and release anything around that. And next, dive into connect with our soul and see where we want to live in the gray today. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe. If you are catching this on the podcast, you can come on over to the YouTube channel to listen to the breathwork. I only have the breathwork on the YouTube channel, so come on over there if you want to do the breathwork with us, which is usually about 20 minutes, and you'll find that at the very end of this episode. Links to everything that I'm talking about and mentioning will always be down in our description and show notes. Okay, so let's continue on. So black and white thinking, first off, before we go any further, it does serve a purpose. I'm not trying to say that black and white thinking is all bad, and I'm not trying to say that it's all good. If you've hung around here long enough, you will know that I am not a person who is, it has to be this or it has to be that. I'm very much not that. I view things as there's a perspective that we might have on something, because nothing is good or bad, right? Thinking black and white is not good or bad. Thinking in the gray is not good or bad. Black and white thinking, though, it does serve a purpose, right? Black and white thinking can help us when we're looking to assess danger and assess danger fast, right? We needed this growing up back in the day as we were evolving as humans. It offers us quick clarity in moments of chaos, right? If something's array, then yes, we need to have that. I need to do this and it needs to be quick, right? But when it happens when we bring that into our healing, that's where things get a little bit wonky. When we bring it into our relationships, our leadership, even, that safety that we might have in it feels safe, right, to assess danger. It feels safe to think this way. It actually becomes very rigid, and it becomes more of like an armor for us of protection and survival. And I don't know about you, but I am not here to survive. I am here to thrive. So these walls that we start to put up really distinguish between who we are now and who we are becoming. And it creates this wall, this resistance between that. So I'm going to invite you into a reframe that I'd invite you to sit with. And that reframe is, what if your need to be clear is what's keeping you stuck? What if your need to be clear is what's keeping you stuck? When we cling to certainty to escape discomfort, when we label things as right or wrong to avoid sitting with the unknown, the haven't happened yet, we cut off our own connection. We might label ourselves as good or bad. I hear this a lot when I first start working with my clients. So women in my world, when they first come to me, there is very much black and white thinking in their healing. It's either I'm this or I'm that. There is no middle. And if there is no middle, it's a big, huge gap to get from here to here. If I think I'm a bad person, right? If I've grown up because maybe nobody's told me that I was a good person, maybe I was constantly bullied, or maybe I was someone, my family didn't really boost me up in any way, right? And so I think I'm just a bad person. I've got everything wrong. I do everything wrong, right? Doing everything right or being a good person seems so far from who I am. That's a very black and white thinking, right? It's a very big gap. But if I can think about, okay, maybe I'm not a good person, right? And trust me, we're going to build ourselves up to that place. My goal is always to make sure that my clients see and feel and experience themselves as whole and complete, because you are not broken, my friend. You are not broken in any way, shape, or form. I want you to take the next steps to get you to where you want to be, whatever that is, whether it is the good or bad idea or it's something else. Maybe you're somebody who's not good at sales and you want to be good at sales. Maybe you're somebody who's not good at making videos and you want to be somebody who's good at making videos. Maybe you're not good at social media and you want to be somebody who is good at social media. I did this back in the day when I was still in corporate, and it was still in my journey of wanting to put myself out there as I wanted to start into the entrepreneurial coaching space. But I was still in my corporate job, and I had a little bit of time here and there where I could record little videos, or I could record, certain things. But prior to that, I never took photos of myself. I never wanted to be on camera. It was something that I avoided like the plague, did not want to do it. And so when I wanted to start putting myself out there, I started on Snapchat. And I would go and I would do these Snapchat videos that were, 20 seconds long at the time. They were like 20 seconds long, and they were there for 24 hours and then they were gone. And I would start doing these short little snippets. I didn't have very many people that followed me, and so it was only going out to a few people, and I knew it would be gone in 24 hours. And yet it took me, I don't know, probably a half hour to an hour to record like 2 or 3 20-second clips. You know what I'm saying. If you've done it, you know what I'm saying. You keep recording and you keep recording and you keep recording. Well, I was looking to become somebody who was good on video. The year that I stepped fully into entrepreneurship, left my corporate job behind, I was doing Facebook Live videos to an audience of 0 for 3 times a week for an entire year. I actually went on to do it even more after that, but I was there practicing, getting used to being on camera, being able to speak on camera, being able to get my thoughts across. It took me so much repetition of doing the thing to get there. But when I started, I was somebody who would 100% tell you that I am not somebody who is good on video. I am not somebody who can take selfies. I am not that person. That is not who I am. And I learned to become that person, right? By taking action, by working on my mindset, by clearing the beliefs that I had about myself, that I was this or that. I allowed myself to be in the gray. I allowed myself to be somebody who is learning to be good on video, somebody who is learning to be good at social media, somebody who's learning to take selfies, somebody who's learning to get better at saying what it is that she wants to say. And so I would say that that person, that version of me was already there. She was already there. Even though I had separated myself from her so much, she was there. All I needed to do was simply remember her, simply connect with her, removing the blocks that kept me from feeling her, from choosing her, from fully embodying her. So what does it mean to live in this sacred gray? Well, it's what I said. It means choosing curiosity over having to control everything. You've probably heard this, but controlling things is definitely a trauma response, right? But let's go beyond that, my friend, because I know you know that. What if you chose curiosity? What if you chose to see things as, I wonder how this is possible? This is one of the things that I do with affirmations when I am looking to shift something and I can't fully believe the thing because I don't want to go from this to that, because there's such dissonance for me in that middle, in that gray. And so I choose words that are like, I'm curious. I wonder how this might be, how this could work out for me, how I might be good at doing a video. Another thing is asking deeper questions instead of rushing to have an answer, rushing to be clear about something, rushing to do something, but asking yourself deeper questions, going a little bit deeper into what it could be, what it might be, and saying to yourself, this is hard and I'm still showing up. This hurts and I'm still loving others. This is unclear, and I trust myself to move through this, to take action. This is the nuance. This is emotional intelligence. My friend, this is how you step into a fully embodied leader that can hold the duality of the two with grace. So next time that you're finding yourself craving the clarity, I need to be clear. I don't want you to figure it out. I don't want you to figure out, I need to know what it is. I'm going to invite you to release that control. I'm going to invite you to feel into it. What does it feel like? What's the possibilities there? And let the discomfort, my friend, because it's going to feel it's going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to want to solve it. You're going to want to get clear on it. You're going to want to go buy another program, go download another freebie, go listen to another YouTube video. What if you just sat there in that discomfort and let it to be your guide? Let it be your teacher. Now, in a moment, we are going to shift into our breath work. So I'm going to invite you to go ahead and get into a comfortable space where you can just be for a moment. And as you begin to settle in to this time, to this place, we're just going to take a moment to ground our energy in, to open up our sacred space for healing and insights, downloads, and then we'll begin our breath work. So just go ahead, close your eyes, taking a nice deep breath in and letting it go. Once again, and letting it go. And on this next one, I invite you to allow your roots, your grounding cord to drop down into Mother Earth. Bringing you more and more into this moment, right here, right now. Allowing yourself to be fully present. And as your roots, your grounding cord begin to drop even deeper down, where you can feel that connection, that grounding in to Mother Earth, to Gaia. Plugging in your grounding cord to the heart chakra, Mother Earth. Just beginning to feel her rhythm, her grounding, nurturing, comforting energy right here, right now. Taking a nice deep breath in. Pulling yourself completely to this moment. And we've got the crystalline energy of angel light coming through. We've also got citrine and tiger's eye. So you may sense, feel, or imagine those crystalline energies as you breathe them in, bringing that energy in into every cell, through your auric field, through your chakra system. All the way up through to the top of your head, feeling that beautiful energy within and around. It doesn't matter what those crystals mean or what their properties are. However they're showing up for you right here, right now, is exactly what's needed. That is the beauty of the crystalline energy. Opening up your crown chakra, beginning to connect in with the divine energy, calling in God our Father, the great I am, the divine source creation universe, and the beautiful energy of Mother Earth, Gaia. And we ask for your groundedness, your support, your your energy as we open this beautiful sacred circle, as we release what is no longer meant for us, shifting out of the black and white thinking and stepping into the gray, releasing the control and allowing for the curiosity, for the wonder. We call upon our guides, guardians, the divine beings of love and light of the most highest vibration. We ask for your insights. We ask for your guidance as we move through our session today. We call upon our four archangels, Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, and Oriel, the four elements, air, earth, fire, water, and the four directions, east, west, south, and north. And we ask for your guidance to be within our thoughts, within our words, as we bring forward whatever is here for us to release, whatever we are ready to disconnect from. Show us the signs, the synchronicities, the memories. Allow us to release it within our mind, our body, and on a soul level. Taking a nice deep breath in. And we ask for this or greater, and so it is. Allowing your consciousness to drop down into your heart space at the center of your chest, tip of your sternum, your sacred space to connect with yourself, to connect with your soul. And you may find the beautiful crystalline energy, maybe in the form of a crystal, or you may just sense this energy within your heart space of citrine. And citrine is such a beautiful energy of empowerment, action, and clarity. And so it's going to help us release anything that is outdated, anything that is ready to shift. It's going to bring to light where we have the need to be right, where we allow nuance, where we trust ourselves. And take a nice deep breath in, letting it go. All right, let's begin our breathing in through the mouth, out through the mouth, deep into the belly. Let's go. Keep breathing deep into the belly, 360 degrees into the front, to your sides, and to your back, finding your own rhythm. And allowing for that crystalline energy from your guides, for the guardians, to show you the places where this energy is held in your body. Whether you know this consciously or unconsciously, use your breath to let go of any stress, of any worry, of any doubt, of any fear, of any need to be right. We're halfway there, my friend. Keep going, keep breathing. You're doing so good. to move through sound, if your body wants to move, trust your body. Trust yourself to let go of living in the this or that, living in the need for clarity. What sound does it want to make? What movement does your body want to do to get this out? It's not yours, my friend. It's no longer yours to hold. It was never yours. 45 seconds. Keep going. Almost there. Seconds, my friend. Almost there. Keep going. All right, my friend. Take a nice deep breath in. Letting it go. Once again. Letting it go as we prepare for our first breath. Hold, taking a nice deep breath in, holding it at the top, and connecting in with your ego. A part of you that likes to take control, that likes to lead. And this is an opportunity to shift that energy. What is it that the ego is afraid of if she lets go of control? When you're ready to release that breath, let it go. Whatever came forward from your ego is simply awareness. It is information for you. And as we shift our breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, slowing it down, we're going to connect in with our highest self, our best self, the version of us who has let go of the need to be right, who feels safe in the uncertainty. And you may sense, feel, or imagine her sitting with you and the ego. And there are some words, there are some insights that she is here to share with you and with your ego. She's here to shine the light on what is now possible. She's here to show you how capable you are. She's here to remind you of your strength. And she's here to guide you on your next steps in living in the uncertainty, in the sacred gray. With each breath, allow yourself to soften in to that sacred gray, to trust yourself. How comfortable can you feel here? How at peace can you be? And as we bring this to an end and begin our final breath hold, I invite you to take a nice deep breath in, letting it go. Once again, letting it go. Biggest breath you've taken so far today. And as you let this one go too, allow yourself to breathe it out, to hold that breath out, and sit in the stillness of now. And when you're ready to breathe that next breath in, breathe in gratitude. Gratitude for the protection from your ego. Gratitude for your best self, your highest self, the version of you who has shifted out, who is comfortable in the sacred gray. Gratitude for the version of you right here, right now, who has taken the time today to shift. And as our session comes to an end, I invite you to take a moment to capture all the insights and any final messages from your highest self, your best self, the version of you here to support you right now. Any messages from your guides, from the guardians. And bringing to mind what you now choose, what you will now choose to do today, this week, in this new season. If it feels good to place a hand on your heart, and for a moment, sending yourself so much love. For all that you've done up to this moment, and all the possibilities and wonderful opportunities that are to come now. When you're ready, my friend, coming back into this time and this place, wiggling your fingers and toes, becoming more conscious. And when you're ready, opening your eyes. Welcome back, my friend. Take a moment to notice what has shifted in you during this session today. And if you feel called to share that in the comments, I would love, love, love to hear it. Or maybe what was stirred up today with you. Maybe there was something, a new awareness. Let me know. I love, love, love to hear from you. You can comment below, or you can come on over to Instagram, my favorite place to hang out, and DM me. Remember, my friend, you don't have to rush into clarity. You can live in the both and. You can feel the tension and trust yourself anyway. This is the space, my friend, we return to with every Rise and Align. With the new Rise and Align experience, in our lunar shadow work journals, and in every inner authority call. I'm not here to help you bypass the confusion or the fogginess. I'm here to help you breathe through it. I'm here to help you understand what's beneath the fog. Come and reclaim that part of you that doesn't need to explain everything to anybody any longer. Come home to the version of you. The version of you who can feel it, who can rise. My friend, if you have enjoyed this series of Rise and Align, if you've enjoyed this session, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. And if you feel so called, share it with a friend, my friend, because we never know who just might need to hear this message today. All right, my friend, until next time, remember to keep shining your unique